My personal top 5 favorites. The first supplement on my top 5 favorite list is ImmuneVit, a combination of vitamin D and K2, a perfect pair. The case when 1 + 1 = 4, that strong this combination is. Despite Malaysia being a tropical country, the vitamin D deficiency and insufficiency occurrence in this country is very high, as well as practically in all tropical countries. And it is even higher in women, obese individuals, or individuals with darker skin complexion because these factors affect vitamin D metabolism and make it less available. In various studies and health surveys conducted over the years, vitamin D deficiency was identified in 22.5% and insufficiency in 32.5% of children. In another study conducted in Malaysia, the prevalence of vitamin D deficiency in children was ranging from 47 to 75%. And in adults, overall prevalence of vitamin D3 deficiency was 67.4%. We have talked about the significance of vitamin D, which in fact is not just a vitamin. It is essentially a steroid hormone that acts as a gene transcription factor for a large number of genes that are vital and crucial for survival. However, it turns out that vitamin D is not the only factor influencing calcium metabolism. Calcium deposition in the inner lining of the arteries that takes place in atherosclerosis causes narrowing of the arteries and carries a risk of heart attack. Menaquinone, which is one of the ingredients of the ImmuneVit, is capable of preventing calcium depositions in the arteries. Researchers from Rotterdam, Netherlands, have found that people with the highest intake of vitamin K2 are 52% less likely to develop artery calcification and had a 57% lower risk of dying from heart disease. A study done in Utrecht University have established the close dependent effect of vitamin K2 and menaquinone in lowering the risk of heart disease. For every 10 microgram of K2 they consumed per day, heart disease risk was reduced by 9%. And ImmuneVit contains 100 microgram of menaquinone, so do the maths. What makes ImmuneVit a great supplement? Both main ingredients of ImmuneVit act synergistically on calcium metabolism. One ingredient improves its absorption, while the other activates a specific protein that helps to rebuild bone tissue. It is like you get all the benefits of the vitamin D3 high-dose supplementation, including the bone composition and mineralization that greatly contributes to prevention of osteoporosis and helps with maintaining the good strong teeth, protects the arteries by eliminating excessive calcium, thus preventing calcium deposition in the inner lining of the arteries, and tremendous benefits in strengthening the immune system. All of those benefits amplified, enhanced, and optimized. It's like a super supplement on steroids. A very recent randomized double-blind clinical trial published in 2020 has shown a significant reduction of blood sugar levels in patients with type 2 diabetes who took such combination of vitamin D and K2. This combination also reduced the burden on the pancreatic islets that was determined by assessment of the percentage of functional pancreatic cells. Apart from that, we know that diabetic patients are prone to faster development of osteoporosis And this particular combination that we have inside the ImmuneVit is capable to greatly contribute to the reversal of osteoporosis and improve mineral deposition in the bones. Bone strength, prevention and treatment of osteoporosis, stronger immune system, extra protection from heart attack and stroke, all of this in just one soft gel, which should be taken once daily after breakfast. This topic is not complete without mentioning new data that was emerging since 2020, the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. Recent studies evaluating serum K2 levels in COVID-19 hospitalized patients found that patients with poor outcomes of COVID-19 had the lowest levels of vitamin K2. A group of researchers from Netherlands explained the potential mechanism behind the action of vitamin K2 and proposed a link between K2 deficiency and thrombosis and lung damage, two of the most serious complications of COVID-19. And to conclude this topic, let's mention one more niche indication for ImmuneVit. It is essential in case of use of GC-MAF, the immunomodulator and activator of phagocytosis. One soft gel of ImmuneVit daily while using GC-MAF can increase the efficacy of GC-MAF by nearly 20-fold.